Crucifixion of Jesus, a story of sacrifice and redemption. The night before his crucifixion, Jesus shared a meal with his disciples, foretelling the betrayal that was to come. He knew what awaited him, yet he surrendered to God's will, saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." As dawn broke, the betrayal unfolded. Judas Iscariot, one of his own disciples, identified Jesus to the authorities with a kiss, a symbol of love twisted into an act of betrayal. Arrested and bound, Jesus was brought before the Sanhedrin, then to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor. Despite finding no guilt in him, Pilate succumbed to the cries of the crowd, "Crucify him!" Stripped of his dignity, Jesus was scourged, his back torn apart by the brutal lashes of the Roman whip, embedded with shards of bone and metal. Blood flowed freely as he bore the physical pain meant to break his spirit. Yet his resolve remained unshaken. A crown of thorns was thrust upon his head, mocking his claim to be the king of the Jews. The soldiers jeered, spat on him, and struck him, their cruelty on full display. Despite the pain, Jesus remained silent, enduring it all for a greater purpose. Jesus was forced to carry his own cross through the streets of Jerusalem, the weight of the wooden beam pressing into his torn flesh. The crowd that once welcomed him with shouts of "Hosanna" now mocked and cursed him. Along the way, he stumbled under the unbearable weight, and Simon of Cyrene was compelled to help him carry the cross. At Golgotha, the place of the skull, the final chapter began. Nails as thick as a man's finger were driven through his hands and feet, pinning him to the cross. The sound of the hammer echoed like thunder, each strike a reminder of humanity's sin. As the cross was raised, Jesus hung between two thieves, his body racked with pain, his lungs struggling for breath. Even in his suffering, Jesus showed mercy. To the thief who repented, he promised, "Today, you will be with me in paradise." To those who crucified him, he prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do."